Alright, it is time to talk about the E3 conference, and I wanted to start off by talking about the Sony conference that took place a few days ago. So, I'm just going to talk about what games they showed and give you my thoughts about them. So, they first started off with Resistance 2. Looks, in my opinion, it looks great. They showed a extended trailer and gameplay. The gameplay looks really impressive. They showed the 300-foot massive boss, in which had you going through buildings and through extended ladders over to the next building and so on. So, and he's always constantly trying to grab you and he's constantly trying to kill you, trying to knock you off, or just knock you off the ground. So yeah, it's pretty impressive. I definitely look forward to this game, and I think it's going to do great. I'm looking very, very forward to it. So yeah, I'll have a little bit of footage of that. Then they talked about Little Big Planet, which isn't really my type of game, but it is something that looks really interesting. I may try it out and see how it goes. I'm not into the type of games where you create worlds and characters and do stuff like that. So I may just check it out, see if I like it. It's a game that looks good, just like Spore does. And those two games, again, are not my type of game, but I may check them out just because they look pretty decent. They talked about how impressive the year is going to be for PS2 and how it has been impressive this year already. They've got 100 more game titles that they want to put out, and there is no sign, I don't think there's any indication that they're going to lower the price of it, but they are coming out with a bundle that is going to include the Batman Lego game. So that's going to be kind of good for anybody that wants to buy it for like their kids or whatever. I think that's going to go for $149, and it's going to include some movie or something like that. So if you don't have one, if you don't have PS2, you may want to check it out. But then again, you may want to just check out the PS3, because if you buy the 80 gig model, which that has now been confirmed to be at a lower price, it's going to be at $399. So if you get that, you can play your old games, the old PS2 games. So there's just two options for anybody that wants to play PlayStation games. Alright, moving on. They talked about the PlayStation Network and how much they're improving it and how much they are expecting that to be much better for the remainder of the year. They're getting a lot more games out for it, and a lot more downloadable content. They're putting movies on there, and they're gonna just try to push that as much as possible. Try to make it just a little more competitive for the other consoles. Um, but the new games that look interesting for it, and one that I'm definitely gonna check out, is the Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty. Funny name, but yeah, it is something that I'm going to buy, and it should be. It's priced at $14.99, so very, very cheap, and it should conclude the mystery of why Clank was abducted by those little flying robots at the end of the Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction game. And if I spoil that, oh well, you should have known. Going on to the PSP, they got Resistance coming out for that, which will be good. If you're a fan of the Resistance games, you definitely want to check that out. And you definitely want to get Resistance 2. Those are going to be great games. So, other games for the PSP, we got NBA Live 09, Loco Roco 2, and Buzz. They kept on talking about the Buzz Master Quiz game. I didn't see what the big deal was. Maybe people like it. I don't think I will. So that's just my opinion. And they got Midnight Club coming out for it. So a pretty good choice there. Going on to another new game. It's an online game, and it's pretty impressive. Looks good, and it's created by one of my favorite comic book artists, which is Jim Lee. He has drawn comics for both DC and Marvel. He's drawn Batman and Superman. So, yeah. Actually, also the X-Men. So yeah, definitely a good person. Anyways, this game is called DC Universe Online. It's going to have all your favorite DC characters: Batman, Superman, Flash, yeah, so on. So that's going to be good, and you know it's going to be good because it's done by Jim Lee. Another big online game is MAG, and it allows for 256 players online. So that's a squad-based game where you go up in rankings, and eventually you will become, I believe, captain, just like any other online game. You want to get up to the highest level, and yeah, so definitely want to be captain when you play that game. Two other games I want to mention that look great, and definitely a new one that definitely looks good. It's called Infamous, and it is by Sucker Punch, and those are the creators of the Sly Cooper games, and which were good. So those games were good. So I definitely think Infamous is going to be something you want to check out. They showed a great trailer, so yeah. And the last thing I wanted to mention is that BioShock is coming to the PS3, which I'm looking forward to. Definitely want to get that when it comes out. I guess that's about it. I will do a recap of the Wii and the Xbox. So until then, take care, and thank you for watching. Bye.